Hello students, so let's begin with the next problem on it is commission. So here I have taken the problem on commission. Problem number 6 it is. I'll read out the problem. A merchant gives 5% usual commission plus 3% calculator commission to an agent for selling the goods worth rupees 42,600. Question is, how much will the merchant receive for the goods sold by the agent, right? Means for after selling the goods through an agent, what is the net amount received by the merchant? Merchant means who here? The owner of the goods. So what here the merchant, the owner has appointed the agent to sell his goods, right? To sell his goods for how much? 42,600. So what the agent does? The agent will sell the goods on behalf of the merchant for rupees 42,600, and for selling he is getting what? Usual commission of it is 5% on sales, plus he is getting what? 3% del credit commission also. Means what he is doing? He is not only selling the goods, but he is also taking the responsibility of collecting the money from the same person to whom he has sold the goods. And for taking that responsibility, he is getting extra commission, that is called as what it is, del credit commission. So how much money he collects on that, he get the extra commission 3%, right? So if he collects full 42,600 from that person, so that agent will get again 3% extra on it is 42,600, that is called as the del credit commission. So here what they have asked, how much will the merchant receive for the goods sold by the agent? Means the agent will sell the goods, and after selling the goods, again he will recover the same money, and what money he will recover, the same he will pay to whom? To the merchant. And whatever money the merchant will receive from that, means how much he will receive? 42,600. And from this, the merchant will pay the commission to whom? To the agent. Means at last the merchant is going to pay the commission from what? From the sale value of the goods only. So instead of returning this 42,600 directly to the merchant, what the agent does? From 42,600, whatever commission is due to him, so he collect that commission from 42,600, and whatever balance remains, the same he will pay to whom? To the owner of the goods. So that is called as the amount received by the merchant for the goods sold by the agent. So to calculate that, first of all you must know the commission. So let's first calculate the commission. So how much commission is getting? He is getting 5% usual commission on what? On 42,600. So calculate the commission. Commission is equal to, calculate 5%. 5% on what? It is 42,600. So on 42,600, 5%, it comes to rupees 2,130 rupees. So for selling the goods, he gets 2,130 rupees as commission. And after selling the goods, to whom he has sold the goods, from the same person, he will recover 42,600. And for recovering 42,600, again he is charging 3% extra commission, that is called as del credit commission. So this del credit commission is also charged on what? On the sale price only, right? So now we calculate the del credit commission. So del credit commission. So del credit commission equals to, calculate 3%. 3% of what? It is 42,600. So 3% on this, it comes to 1,278 rupees. Clear? So totally how much commission is charging? That total commission you have to calculate. So now we calculate the total commission. So total commission equals to this usual commission 2,130 plus this extra commission 1,278 rupees. So totally he will charge how much it is? So it is 10, 1, it is 4, 3. So it is 3,408 rupees. So the merchant will have to pay 3,408 rupees commission to the agent for selling as well as for collecting. So what the agent does after collecting the money, he will not pay 42,600 to the owner. What he does, from the same amount, he collects his commission 3,408 rupees, and whatever balance will remain the same, he will pay to whom? To the owner of the goods. So that is what they have asked in the problem. So to calculate that, what you have to do here below that, you write therefore the amount received by the merchant, therefore the amount received by the merchant equals to, from the sale value of the goods from 42,600 rupees, you minus this commission 3,408 rupees, right? So you minus, so if you minus, you will get 39,192 rupees, right? So 39,192 rupees, this is the amount received by the merchant for the goods sold by the agent. Clear? So to get that, always from the total sale value minus the commission. Clear? So I hope this sum is clear to you all. Or we'll continue with the next problem on commission. So here is the next problem on, it is commission, that is problem number 7 it is. So I'll read out the problem here. The goods worth rupees 12,800 are sold through an agent at 20% above the cost. If the agent charges a commission of 2.5% of sales, question is, what is the net gain to the seller? What they have asked here? They have asked you to calculate what is the net gain to the seller. So to find out the net gain to the seller, first of all you must know what? You must know the, here they have given the commission. So your goods worth rupees 12,800 are sold to an agent at 20% above the cost. Which what the owner has done, he has appointed one agent to sell the goods on behalf of him, and the owner has asked the agent to sell his goods at 20% above the cost. 20% above the cost means what? 20% more than the cost price. That is what it is, at 20% profit. So whatever they have given 12,800, this is what? This is the actual price of the goods. That is called as the cost price of the goods. So what the agent does, on this 12,800 he will calculate 20% profit, and that profit he will add in his cost. So you get the selling price of that goods. So you sell those goods at that price, and after selling those goods at that price, on that he will take the commission. How much it is? 2.5% on what it is sales. Commission is always paid on the sales. So what we have to calculate here, what is the net gain to the seller? Seller means who? It is the owner. So after selling the goods to an agent, so what is the net gain? What is the net amount gained by the owner, merchant, or the seller? That we have to calculate. So to calculate that, first of all you have to find out the commission, and to calculate the commission, first of all you must know what it is, the sales. So let's first calculate the sales. So to calculate the sales, so whatever they have given 12,800, this is the actual price of the goods. That is what is the cost price. Cost price of goods given in the problem is how much it is? 12,800. Right? Now the agent is going to sell these goods. How it is? It is at 20% more than the cost. Means what you have to find here? You have to find out the profit. Means the owner wants 20% profit. So calculate 20%. 20% on what? On 12,800 rupees. Clear? So 20% on 12,800. You will get how much it is? 2,560 rupees. Means he wants 2,560 rupees profit. Who? It is the owner. Means what the agent does, he will add this profit in the cost and then he will sell. So now you have to find out the selling price of the goods. Now let's calculate the selling price of the goods. So selling price is equal to, it is what you have to do in the cost price, you have to add the profit. Or selling price is equal to, what is the cost price here? It is 12,800 plus profit is 2,560. So selling price is equal to, so add this. So it is 0, it is 6, 13, 1, 5, 15,360 rupees is the selling price of these goods. Means the agent will sell these goods at what price? At 15,360 rupees. Clear? Now what you have to find? Now you have to find out the commission. How much commission we have to calculate? It is 2.5%. Now let's calculate the commission. So it is commission equals to, how much you have to find here? You have to find 2.5%. So 2.5, you can take it is 2.5%. Half means you divide 1 by 2, you will get 0.5. Half means it is 0.5, so it is 2.5% of what it is? 15,360 rupees. Yeah. So calculate 2.5% of 15,360 rupees. So you will get it is rupees 384 rupees. Yeah. You will get rupees, how much it is? 384 rupees as commission. Now, what the agent does? He will sell the goods for 15,360. And after selling the goods, he will take his commission of these 384 rupees, right? So after taking his commission 384 rupees, whatever balance will remain, the same amount he will return back to whom? To the seller, to the owner, right? So that I want to calculate as we did in previous problem. So like that here we have to calculate the amount received by the seller, by the merchant or by the owner of the goods. So to calculate the amount, what you have to do? From the sale price you have to minus the commission. So it is calculate the amount. Therefore, the amount received by the seller is equal to, from 15,360 rupees you minus, it is 384 rupees, right? So minus. So 10 minus 4, it is 6, it is 1, 7, it is 1, 9, 1, 4. So it is 14,976 rupees. This is the net amount received by the seller, by the owner, for the goods sold by the agent. Now you come back. What is the actual price of the goods? It is 12,800. And these goods are sold through an agent for 15,360 rupees. And from this, how much commission we have paid to the agent? 384. And after paying so much of commission, what is the net amount received? It is 14,976 rupees. So it is the amount received is more than the actual price of the goods. That means what? The seller is in profit, right? So what is that profit? That profit you have to calculate. So to calculate that, what do you do? That is called as what? Net gain. So net gain is equal to, from the amount received 14,976 rupees, right? What do you do? You minus the actual price of the goods. It is 12,000. What it is? 800 you minus. So from 14,976 you minus 12,800. So equal to, you will get it is 6, 7. It is 1, 2. 2,176 rupees. So this is the net amount gained by whom? By the seller. So I think this problem they have asked in the same problem is asked in the exam. For how many marks it is? For 5 marks. So such types of problem they are asking in the exam for it is 5 marks in section B. So I hope it is clear to you how to calculate the net gain. Or we will continue the next problem on commission. So here I have taken the next problem on is commission. The problem is a person is employed as a salesman on a monthly salary of rupees 250 in addition to a commission of what is 5% on all sales over rupees 2000 a month. If his monthly income is rupees 325, they are asked to calculate what are his sales. Yeah. Now in previous problems we have seen they used to give the sales and they used to ask the commission. Now in this problem they have given you the income and they have asked you to calculate what are his sales. Means if he has got, if his monthly income is rupees 325, so in that particular month, right, for what price he has sold the goods, those sale price of goods you have to calculate. So here there is a person who is employed as a salesman, right, and being a salesman, he is paid what it is 250 rupees salary, monthly salary he is getting, plus he is getting what, 5% commission, 5% commission on sales. But here there is a condition, right? What is the condition? He get 5% commission, no doubt, but how is getting the commission? On all sales over rupees 2000 a month. Means in that particular month, if he sold the goods for more than rupees 2000, so whatever sales are there more than rupees 2000, on that he is getting 5% commission. Clear? So if he sold the goods for less than 2000 rupees, he will not get any commission, then he will get only monthly salary. But if he sold the goods for more than rupees 2000, on those excess sales he is getting 5% commission, remember, right? So that point you have to understand. So at what price he has sold the goods, it is not known here. Here the sale price of the goods is not known. Now here they have given the total income they have given. So total income is what it is? It means monthly salary plus monthly commission on monthly sales. Always you have to see in the problem whether they have given yearly income or monthly income. So in this problem they have given the monthly income and they have asked you to calculate the sales, not yearly, monthly only you have to calculate. So in that particular month at what price he has sold the goods, it is not known. So what I will do, I will assume his sales, right? I will assume his sales. Suppose he has sold goods for X rupees, right? He has sold the goods for X rupees. So X, it may be any figure, it may be 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. So exactly figure is not known. So that I am going to assume as rupees how many are X rupees. Yeah. So let's assume the sales. Let the monthly sales be rupees X. Suppose he has sold goods for X rupees. So what I want here? I want what will be his income, what will be his monthly income if his sales are X rupees. Because in the problem they have given us the monthly income, how much it is 325. So 325 is the total of this salary plus what it is commission. So he gets fixed salary of rupees 250 per month. That salary doesn't change. Only what changes here? Commission changes, because commission always depends on the sales. So here we need not have to calculate the salary, because here we are going to calculate the monthly income, right? So to calculate monthly income we require what it is, monthly salary as well as monthly commission. So salary ready-made is known, only we have to find out here what? The commission. So to calculate the commission, how is getting the commission? He is getting 5% on all sales over rupees 2000 a month. Just I told, if his sales are more than rupees 2000, so whatever excess sales are there, on that one we have to pay him the commission. So to calculate that, what you have to do, from the total sales you minus 2000 rupees, so you get the sales over or more than rupees 2000. So first you calculate the sales. Sales over rupees 2000. Sales more than rupees 2000 is equal to, what you do, from the total sales X rupees you minus this 2000 rupees. Because if his sales are 2000 rupees or less than 2000 rupees, he is not going to get any commission. But if his sales are more than rupees 2000, so on those balance or excess sales he will get the commission. So those excess sales are X minus it is 2000. So on this we have to pay him the commission. How much it is? 5%. Now you calculate the commission. So commission is equal to, we have to calculate 5%. 5% of what it is? X minus 2000. So multiply this. So 5% is what it is? Divided by 100. So multiply. 5 divided by 100 into x. So 5 into x you will get it is 5x. It is divided by what? 100 minus 5 into 2000 is how much? 10,000 is divided by what? It is 100. Put this in one bracket. Yeah. So much commission he will get, right? So if he is getting so much commission as well as 250 salary, so I want what is his monthly income. So now we calculate his monthly income. So monthly income is equal to what you have to salary plus commission. So what is his salary? 250 rupees salary he is getting, plus how much commission he is getting? It is 5x divided by 100 minus it is 10,000 divided by 100. Or add these two values, means what? Open this bracket. So it is keep these 250 rupees as it is. Now outside the bracket this sign is a plus sign, so all signs inside the bracket remain same. So you have to multiply by this sign to the signs inside the bracket. Plus into plus is plus 5x divided by 100 plus into minus it is minus 10,000 divided by 100. So put this in one bracket. So this is called as what? This is called as his monthly income. Yeah. So this is all as per our assumption. Means if the monthly sales are x rupees, then his monthly income comes to how much? It is 250 plus 5x by 100 minus 10,000 by 100. This is as per our assumption. But what is the monthly income given in the problem? It is rupees 325 rupees, right? So this 325 rupees is nothing but this now, right? This is the monthly income. So this is nothing but it is 325 only. Means this is equal to, I can put 325. So if this is equal to 325, so solve this equation. Put this is equal to 325 and solve this equation for it is x. So you get the x value. X value means what? Those are your monthly sales. Yeah. Now let's simplify for it is what? X. So here you write therefore we have that is monthly income is equal to how much? It is given in the problem, it is 325 rupees. But actually how much we have calculated? So much, right? So write this under this. So it is how much? 250 plus 5x divided by 100 minus it is 10,000 divided by 100. This is equals to how much? It is 325. And now solve this equation. So first open the bracket. If you open the bracket, this remains as it is because outside the bracket we signify here plus. So it is this remains as 250 plus this 5x divided by 100 also remains as it is minus. Now just to make the simplification easier, 10,000 I can divide by this 100 here. 2 zeros I can cancel, I will cancel. So if you cancel, you will get it is how much? 100 equals to it is 325. Now these 250 and 100 we can solve, right? So solve this first. So this is plus and this is minus. So plus minus minus. So minus 250 minus 100. It comes to it is 150, right? 250 minus 100 is 150 plus 5x divided by 100. This we cannot solve, so keep as it is. This is equals to this 325 you keep as it is. Understood? Now in 150 we cannot add 5x by 100, but 150 and 325 we can solve, and to solve you have to transfer this 150 equal to that side. So if you transfer 150 equal to that side, this plus becomes what it is? Minus. So transfer 150 equal to that side. So what remains here? Only 5x. 5x divided by 100 keep as it is here. So this 5x divided by 100 is equal to how much it is? 325. This you write first, and now you transfer this to this side. It becomes minus 150. Yeah. And now you minus this. So this is 5x divided by this 100 equals to 325 minus it is 150. So you get how much it is 175. Understood? Now what I want? I want x value. So I will bring this x outside. Bring this x outside means transfer 5 and 100 equal to that side. So if you transfer, this division becomes multiplication, multiplication becomes division. Means it is 175, right, into 100 and is divided by what it is 5. And now multiply and divide. So these 5 ones are 5 threes are 15, 5 fives are. So it comes to 35 into 100. So my x value comes to this 3,500. So 3,500 is my what it is x value. And what you have assumed as x as your monthly sales. Means what should be your monthly sales here? It is rupees 3,500. So here below that you have right. Therefore the monthly sales. Therefore, the monthly sales are rupees 3,500. Clear? So, like sums you will get in the exam for is 7 or 8 marks. Clear? So it is not that difficult. It is very easy. But only the thing is you have to understand the problem. Right? Only a difference is here they are not given the sales. So we have assumed the sales as rupees x. And the same procedure we have to continue. Okay? So I hope this sum is clear to you all. So in the next video or in the next class, so I will come with some more problems on this commission. Thank you.